That joy of what? Salvation. Restore to me the joy of salvation. There are I'm going to explain that and you need to listen. There are so many people, listen to this, so you need to know if you're already falling away. There are so many people looking at me now. There are so many people who have lost the joy of salvation. Now, what they love or why they are following Jesus is the joy of testimony. Lord, I want to get this job. Father, Lord, I want to get this job. I believe you for this job. And they go for the interview and they don't get the job. If you are a believer, you go for an interview, you don't get the job. Do you live there with excitement? Some people live there discouraged. They come to church, they can't even pray. If you're in that category, it means you're already falling away. Father, Lord, I know this month I'm going to have my child. 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 And that month they start bleeding. They have a miscarriage. Oh Lord, why? In fact, I can't pray. You are already falling away of the faith. But there's a category of people, whatever they see, they say, Lord, I know you are up to something. I love you. There is the joy of salvation. The fact that you are saved, the fact that you have God inside of you is more than anything. I'm trying to let you know what the dynamics and the elements to show that you are current with God. When your life is built, in Habakkuk chapter 3 verse 17 and 18, Habakkuk 3 verse 17 and 18, look at what the word of God says. Listen to this. He said, although the fig tree shall not blossom. The fig tree is meant to blossom. He said, although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall the fruit be in the vine, and the labor of the olive shall fail. The field shall yield no meat. The flocks shall be cut off from the full fold, and there shall be no head in the store. Look at what he says he will do, verse 18. Yet will I rejoice in the Lord. I will joy in the God of my salvation. You didn't see that? Can we get to that translations? Message preferably. Look at what he says. Verse 17 on the Message. Though the cherry tree don't blossom and the strawberries don't ripen, though the apples and worm eating and the wheat fields stunted, though the sheep pens are sheepless and the cattle barns empty. Verse 18, I'm singing joyful praise to God. I am turning cattle wheels to the joy of my salvation. I know your level of walk with God. When the things you go through in life gets to you, when they start threatening your faith, when they start threatening your prayer life, when they start making you say, in fact, I'm not going to church again. In fact, what is it? I'm going to church. What has happened? A young man sent me a message and he greeted me and I said, how are you? He said, fine. He said, actually, I'm no more a Christian, but I still think about you at times. I just say I should check on you. I said, why are you no more a Christian? He said, I fasted for almost a year. There was something I was believing God for. It's gone. I fasted for this. I did this. I prayed. It didn't work out for me. So I just said, well, let me go back to the Lord. I don't know why the Lord will ask you just put you in my mind so I can just check on you. I said, so you have left the Lord now? He said, yes. I said, okay, can I ask? We're chatting. I said, can I ask you a question, sir? He said, yes. I said, what have you gained since you left? He said, actually nothing. I said, may the Lord restore you. Because a person who has been in the faith has fasted for 1 year. What encouragement? What do you want to tell him? He knows Bible. He knows prayer. He knows speaking in tongues. He knows vigil. So how can you tell him to come back? All you have to do is the Lord will restore you. But I know what his problem was. He had fallen away, even from when he started that fast. He had fallen away. He was following God all because of what he wants to get from God. He was following God because he wants God to give him a testimony. He wants a miracle. Are you listening? Yes, and there are many believers like that. Is that true? Yes, you just see them come, they just... I told Papa, I said that this week is the week of testimony. How come my life is now like this? Yeah. If you're in that category, something is wrong. You're falling away. But there are people, no matter what happens to them, no matter what they go through in life, it does not shake their faith. They go on their knees and talk to God as if nothing is happening. Even heaven is surprised at their not being surprised. Heaven is saying, what kind of human being is this one? Nothing you do, nothing you say, no action. They just lift up their hands and they are loving God. The only thing that will make me get to that point where my faith will be shaking and I will not question God and I will not be saying, Lord, why? Is when I'm dead. So long I'm in this world, so long I'm still breathing, there is nothing the devil will do. He knows. If you see him, ask him. There's nothing the devil will do. Nothing the devil will do. A man who put his hand. So when you look at when you miss that joy, that's joy of salvation, that consciousness of you having God inside of you, that is the only thing that makes you happy. You wake up and you are just happy. You don't know why you are happy. You don't get what I'm saying. You don't know why you're happy. That's God inside of you. You say, I'm just happy today. I'm just happy. Now, there's no money. I'm just happy today. I'm just excited. Things are going bad. You're excited. You open your pot, no food. You open your stove, no. You open your gas, it's empty. Everything is empty. You open the fridge, empty. Everything empty, yet you are just excited. You see, some of you are already saying, excited. Why? You are part of the people I'm preaching to this night.